Hi guys, welcome back to the session. Today we will discuss email automation in UiPath and we are going to learn how to retrieve emails and how to filter emails, that is apply conditions on retrieved emails. So let's get started by looking into the email options in UiPath. So this is the UiPath Studio. I am quickly going to create a new project. So for that, let's select a process. Let's give the name of the process as retrieve emails, and my project will be stored on this location, and we can provide a description over here. This is a demo on retrieving emails, and let's click on create. So now we are in the UiPath design page. Let's move to project, double click on main. And now we are good to drop activities over here. So for that, let's move to activities. And we know first and foremost activity we need to add is a workflow type. So today I'm going to take workflow type as flowchart. So I'm going to take this flowchart as workflow type. If you have not learned about the flowchart, you can refer to my previous video. I will share the link in the description. So let's double click on flowchart and we are good to drop the mail activities over here now. So if I search mail over here, if I search mail, you can see, let me close this one. So this is the UiPath.mail.activities package under the app integration, and under this mail package you can see there are several options for email automation are available. We will look into each of them one by one. So first one is the SMTP, that is simple mail transfer protocol used for sending emails. This IMAP, that is internet message access protocol, and POP3, that is post office protocol, are used for reading emails. And there are several activities available to work with mail servers such as Exchange, IBM Notes, and Outlook. So if I expand this one, there are several activities available to work with the Outlook, that is get Outlook mail messages, move Outlook mail messages. So all these activities are available. So in my case, I'm going to use a Gmail account. Let me show you. So this is my Gmail account where I have several read emails and several unread emails. So I'm going to read all these unread emails using UiPath, and later on I'm going to apply several filters on the retrieved emails. So let's see how we can do this in UiPath. Now to read emails from the Gmail account, we need to use the IMAP package. We need to use the get IMAP mail activities, get IMAP mail message activities. So let's drag and drop it over here, and let's see all what all details we need to provide under this get IMAP mail message activity. So I will close this one and let's expand this a bit more, and let's see what all details we need to provide. So first of all, let's see what all details we need to provide under the host. So first of all, we need to provide the folder name from where we wish to retrieve the emails. Since I wish to work on this inbox folder, so let's go with the inbox option, which is already selected by default. And next we need to provide the port number and the server name. Now to work on the IMAP protocol with the Gmail account, the port number is 993 and the server name is imap.gmail.com. So we have provided the port number and the server name. Next, let's see what all details we need to provide under the logon. So under logon, we need to provide the username and the password of this email account. Now, in the real life scenario, when you will be doing an end-to-end UiPath project, this username and password must come from the orchestrator or the Windows Credential Manager. But as of now, let's provide a hard-coded value of the username and password for this email account to log into this email account. So I'm going to provide the email and password over here. So I have provided the username and the password for the Gmail account. Let's see what all we have under the options. So first one is delete messages display name. So this specifies if the read messages should be marked for delete, and the next option, that is mark as read display name, specifies whether to mark the retrieved messages as read. So our interested option is only unread messages display name. Since we wish to retrieve only the unread messages, so we are going to take this option as checked. So we are going to read only the unread messages, and we can take secure connection display name as auto, and this top says how many messages to be retrieved starting from the top. So let's take this as 10 only. So it's going to retrieve top 10 messages which are unread. And now the emails which will be retrieved need to be stored inside a variable under the output section. So we are going to create a variable over here. So right click over here and let's select this create variable option, and let's give the name of the variable as mails. So the variable is created, and if you see over here, the mails variable is created and the variable type is list of mail message. So what does it mean? All the mails which gets retrieved will be stored as a mail message variable, and as a whole all the mail message variables will be stored as a list. So I have provided all the details under the get IMAP mail messages activity, which is going to retrieve all the unread emails. And now I'm going to add a for each activity to loop through all the retrieved emails. So I'm going to add a for each activity from here. Let's search for each activity, and let's drag and drop this for each activity over here, and let's see what all we need to do over here. So double click on the for each, and now we need to provide the for each. So I'm going to write for each mail in mails. So this is the mails variable which we have just created, that is list of mail messages. And after providing for each mail in mails, in the properties section, we need to change the type of argument. So what type of argument we need to select? So let's select this drop down and let's go for the browse for types, and from here we need to select system.net.mail.mail message. So this is the system.net.mail.mail message. So we need to select this one. So let's click on OK. So you can see the type of argument has been selected as this, and now we need to provide the body. So in the body, I'm going to add a message box. Let's drag and drop it over here. And in the message box, I'm going to display the subjects for all the unread emails, for all the mails which got retrieved. So I'm going to give the message box value as, we'll need to write mail dot. So if you provide mail dot, this is the mail. So if you provide mail, you can see there are several options available. You can select any one from here. If you want to display the body of the mail, you can select this body option. You can select BCC, CC, and here there will be a subject as well. So as of now, I'm going to display the message as subject of all the emails. So let's select the subject. So that's it. Our task is ready now. We'll move to flowchart again. So what we are going to do, we are going to retrieve all the unread emails using this get IMAP mail message activity. And after that, we are going to loop through all the retrieved emails where we are going to display the subjects of all the retrieved emails. So we'll quickly run this task to see how it works. Let's save this one and let's quickly run this to see how it works. So my task is running now. So as you can see, the UiPath displayed the subject of the first email. Let me show you. The subject of the first email is 500 units required for supply. So UiPath displayed that in the message box. Let's press OK, and then it displayed the second subject, that is 100 units required for supply. And then it displayed the demo email. Let's press OK, and then it displayed the fourth unread email, that is email automation demo 2 as subjects. So as of now, we retrieved the unread emails and displayed their subjects in the message box. Now we will do slight modification in our project. We will apply filters to the retrieved email. So what filter I am going to apply? Let me show you. So I'm going to apply a filter to display the subjects of only those emails whose subject contains units required for supply. So here you can see there are 4 unread emails, out of which I have only 2 emails whose subject contains units required for supply. So I'm going to put a condition to display the subjects of only these 2 emails. So let me show you how we can do this using UiPath. So for that we need not to do any modification under the get IMAP mail messages activity. We will do a modification under the for each. So let's double click over here. Now to apply a condition, I'm going to add a if activity over here. I'm going to add this if activity under the body. Let's drag and drop it over here, and I'm going to put a condition over here. As my condition is related to the subject of the message, so I'm going to write mail dot subject dot contains, and here I'm going to write units required for supply. Units required for supply as it is mentioned over here. So I have provided the condition as for each mail in mails. If the mail subject contains units required for supply, then only display this message box. Otherwise, display a message as subject is different. Okay. Also, let's say that I want to extract this 500 or this 100, that is number of units, from this entire subject. So how to do that? Since this mail dot subject is a string value, so I will convert that string into an array using the split function, taking the delimiter as space. You can see there are spaces between all the words. So I'm going to convert the string into an array, and later on I will take the first value of the array. So let me show you how we can do that. So I'm going to add another message. Let's drag and drop it over here, and I'm going to write, let's make it as large. I'm going to write mail dot subject. So mail dot subject is a string value. I'm going to convert this into array using a split function. So let's select the split function from here, and I'm going to take the delimiter as space, and I'm going to write to char array, and this is an array, and I'm going to select the first value of the array, which is nothing but the number of units, that is 500 or 100. And in the beginning I'm going to write as number of units. Let me put a double quote since it is a hard coded value. Number of units are, and I will give a plus sign to add this hard coded string value and this section. So let's press OK, and here also I can modify the message as, let me add a double quotes, and I can give the message as mail subject is colon, and I'll put a plus sign again. So now I have modified the project. What we are going to do now, so first we retrieve top 10 unread emails, then we are looping through all the retrieved emails. Then we applied a filter on the retrieved email as if mail subject contains units required for supply, then display in the message box as mail subject and also number of units required. And if the mail subject doesn't contain units required for supply, then display in the message box as subject is different. So our this task is also ready now. We'll save this task and let's quickly run it to see how it works. So my task is running now, and you can see the UiPath displayed the first message as mail subject is 500 units required for supply as from this first email. Let's press OK, and you can see this one number of units are 500. So using the split function, we got this 500 from this entire 500 units required for supply. So let's press OK. And again, the UiPath retrieved the second email, that is mail subject is 100 units required for supply. Let's press OK. And again, using the split function, it got 100 units. So let's press OK again. And again, UiPath retrieved this demo email, and since the filter condition is not satisfied, that's why it displayed in the message as subject is different. Let's press OK. And again, since this email also, that is email automation demo 2, since this subject also doesn't satisfy the filter condition, so that's why it displayed in the message box as subject is different. So let's press OK again. So in this way you can retrieve emails in UiPath, and later on you can provide several filters according to your requirement. Also you can put these values into a data table, and later on you can write that data table into Excel as well as per the requirement. So please give it a try to write these values such as mail.subject or the number of units which got extracted using the split function into a data table, and later on you can write that data table into an Excel file, and let me know if you have any queries. And that's all for this session guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like and share with your friends and hit the bell button to get the updates on the latest videos. And I will see you soon in the next one. Bye bye.